Well, we all know how important it is to be looking after your tyres, whether you're using a gauge or a compressor. That works fine when you're stationary, but what about when you're driving along? That's where a tyre pressure monitoring system works, also known as a TPMS. This vehicle is fitted out with one. Why don't we take a closer look at how it's fitted and how it works? Okay, well here we are in our office, and what we're looking at now is the Sensatyre display unit. It's currently set at PSI, and it's showing us the tyre pressures set for our vehicle and our trailer and a couple of spare tyres. Now we can flick between the pressure and the temperature by just doing this. That's handy information, so we can see what tyre is set for temperature, and that again of course allows us to monitor and make changes as need be. Now what we're going to do is flick back to the PSI, and we're going to simulate a tyre going flat on one of our trailers. So while that happens, we've set the threshold for that to occur below 30, so we need to wait and see. It'll drop and then the alarm will start to activate. While we're waiting for that to occur, I just want to point out up here, this is the hardwired antenna that comes into the unit, and over on the other side we have a 12-volt power supply that we've rigged up to our accessories. So when the vehicle's on accessories or ignition, power is going to the unit. There are a couple other display buttons on the side here, and they're used for setting different settings. Now you can see the alarm started to flash, the light's flashing, the actual tyre that's going down is flashing for us. We would now need to stop, pull over on the side of the road and go have a look at that tyre and see what's going on. That's how it works, and that's the display information you get while you're driving along. Why don't we now take a look at how we set up the transmitters to the actual rims on the car. So I want to take this opportunity now to show you the actual sensor that goes onto the rim. So here it is down here. These are the sensor units that we're using on our particular setup that get attached to the rim. Now they're each coded separately, and that coding is used for setting up your unit so you know whether it's a left-hand wheel or a right-hand wheel. To fit them up, it's quite easy. Some basic hand tools, comes with a strap, and over here we've got it set up on a rim. So let's have a look at how I've set it up here already. So I've chosen to set it up right next to where the valve stem will go. That's so in the case of if we ever have to change it, we know to inform the tyre guys, be careful because we've got a sensor next to the valve. And the worm drive fits on nice and tight and snugly, and I've put the other end of the worm drive at the opposing face to help offset the balance. Now it's important now to, when the guys fit up your tyres, that they're going to need to balance this rim and incorporate the extra weight that you've added by the sensor. The beauty about this sensor though, it's protected. It's not going to get hit and interfere with anything. It's not going to get stolen by anybody that might think they might want to take it. And I feel that it actually records the internal temperature a lot better. So we've got a few more to set up. We'll set them up onto our rims, and then we'll take this all down to our tyre guy to fit them up, and then it'll be a case of setting them up on the vehicle. Well, there you have it. Whether you have a TPMS system like fitted to this vehicle with the internal sensors, or you go for an external sensor where you screw the sensor onto the valve, fitting them to your vehicle and any trailer that you're towing, you're going to have the information that you need for when you're rolling down the road to know exactly how your tyres are performing.